All right, so here's my Vorza Nitro buggy. I've had it for a couple months now. Run about 10 tanks through it since the break-in, and it's been really good. The only things that have broken are the servo. Other people have mentioned this. So I got this model right here on Amazon. Came in one day, I think maybe two, but it fit perfectly. I'm actually even using the HPI servo horn. That's the stock servo horn that came with it. I didn't have to do anything. I just plugged it in. It worked perfectly. It's much faster and much stronger than the factory HPI servo as well. So the only other thing that I've actually broken, it was my fault, would be this turnbuckle right here. So you can see in here, I've got the factory one, and it just snapped like that right there. So what I did actually is I ordered the correct ones from HPI. They were in stock at A Main. I live on the opposite side of the country though, so it took about a week for these to get here. Amazon had these delivered next day, and they're just generic, you know, and they're unthreaded in the center, so you can put them in reverse thread or standard thread, but these were super cheap. They came in a day, and that's what I'm running on this side, and I have been for maybe the past 5 tanks or so. It hasn't been any issue whatsoever. And then the last thing to note about it too is that it actually clearances out better than the factory one. So you'll see the factory side, when you turn to lock, there actually is a little bit of contact right there, but with the aftermarket one, it happens to avoid that contact because it's just a teeny bit smaller. So kind of interesting to note that as well. Other things to note, I changed the filter out. So the factory filter was this guy. I changed it to one of these 2-stage filters. Once again, Amazon, 1 or maybe 2-day delivery. And the way that I run these 2-stage filters, and I'm sure somebody will tell me I'm wrong in the comments, is I don't oil the outside element. I only oil the inside element. And so my theory behind that is that this can catch and release large particles, and any fine particles that make it through are just going to get caught and trapped in that lower element. So that may be the wrong way to do it, but that's how I do it. It seems to work pretty well so far. As far as cleaning it, I really just blow it off with an air compressor. Obviously, we try not to get it wet as little as possible, and you'll see everything is still rolling quite smoothly. Gear mesh is just fine. And then the last modification that I put on was the Rotostart. And I'll show you in another video. I just had to notch that bracket right there, as you can see where the Rotostart kind of contacts it. I had to notch that support bracket, and these you cannot find in the US. It seems like nobody has these brackets in stock, so I was super nervous about doing it. Fortunately, HPI does have them in stock in their warehouse. I think it's in like Denmark or something, so you could probably get them in a month or two in the States here. But yeah, other than that, it's been an awesome truck. I got it leaned out. The only tuning I've done is I've only leaned out the high-speed needle. I haven't touched the mid or low needles, just because, you know, the book actually tells you not to, believe it or not. It says we do not recommend. And it's been fine, you know, so it runs a little bit rich, I suppose, on the low end, but that's fine by me. You know, it's going to help it last longer. Body's been very durable since I've installed the Rotostart. I don't need to cut out any, well, you know, if I wanted to fuel it with the body on, I'd have to cut this out. But some people say that you have to cut this out to fit the pull start through, but I've noticed you actually could squeeze the pull start right through this factory opening here. So that's just one thing to note for those of you who are interested in that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been an awesome truck. It's been a lot of fun. You know, I don't think it hits the 45 that they advertise, but but it's been great. Oh yeah, it doesn't come with, to get it to run, you're gonna need these battery packs once again, Amazon, but I did have to run an adapter. They run a different actual interface than this one does. Let's see if I have one of those for you right here. So this is the actual connector that they run. So I had to buy this adapter. Not really a big deal. And let's see. I mean, other than that, it's been pretty reliable. It's been a good truck. I can't complain. Like I said, I absolutely love this thing. So I'll put maybe some footage of it running here after, you know, and show you how I blow it off with the air compressor, show you the Rotostart and all that.